In the Pokrovsk direction, Ukrainian assault units are actively tracking and eliminating small enemy groups attempting to advance and establish positions within residential districts. Fierce urban combat is ongoing both along the approaches to the city and inside its streets. According to the Vostok Group of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, Russian troops continue to make repeated, but unsuccessful, attempts to infiltrate the northern outskirts of Pokrovsk. Our assault teams are clearing the occupiers house by house, Ukrainian defenders reported, emphasizing that they are paying special attention to targeting Russian drone crews. Many bodies of Russian soldiers remain scattered on the streets, evidence of the failed attempts to seize ground. The situation near Myrnohrad also remains tense, as Russian forces try to push forward in that direction. However, Ukrainian troops are maintaining firm control of their defensive positions, preventing the enemy from consolidating anywhere near the city. Despite logistical challenges caused by constant shelling and difficult terrain, supply lines continue to function effectively, ensuring that the front remains supported to the necessary extent, according to Ukrainian military officials. War correspondent Yulia Kiriyenko from 1+1 television confirmed that Ukrainian assault troops are systematically eliminating Russian units that have managed to infiltrate the city. Assault teams are burning the enemy before they can gather reserves. They are wiping out the Russians who tried to gain a foothold in Pokrovsk. Hundreds of enemy soldiers have been destroyed. The fighting rages for every high-rise, every intersection. The occupiers have not abandoned their goal of pushing toward Hryshine to complete the encirclement of Pokrovsk's northern districts. The main roads into the city and nearby Myrnohrad are under Russian drone fire control. The fighting is extremely difficult, but our troops are holding firm, the journalist reported. Pokrovsk has become a symbol of endurance and defiance, a battleground where Russia is determined to claim a victory at any cost, and Ukraine is making them pay dearly for every meter gained. It is no longer just a city, it is a crucible, a pressure valve, a grinding wheel. For Moscow, Pokrovsk is a prize they must seize. For Ukraine, it represents time that can save lives, reorganize forces, and shape the broader course of the war. This struggle echoes earlier battles in the war, such as Mariupol in 2022. Back then, surrounded and bombarded, Ukrainian forces faced the same grim choice: stand and make the Russians pay for every inch, or withdraw and allow them to dictate the pace of the conflict. The defenders chose to stand. Mariupol became a costly, desperate stand not for sentiment, but for strategy. Holding the city bought Ukraine precious time, slowing the Russian advance, stretching their supply lines, and forcing the world to confront the brutality of the siege. Many believe that had Mariupol fallen sooner, Kiev itself might have been at greater risk. The same hard lesson was learned again in Bakhmut. Despite being outnumbered, outgunned, and encircled, Ukrainian troops turned the city into a trap of attrition. The battle was not simply about defending territory, it was about exhausting the enemy, transforming their momentum into vulnerability. Every day the defenders held forced Russia to expend more lives, more ammunition, and more time. Pokrovsk now stands as the latest test of that doctrine. The city is both a fortress and a warning. For every Russian step forward, there is a cost paid in blood and failure. Ukraine's strategy remains clear: to make every inch of ground the invader tries to take so devastatingly expensive that victory becomes indistinguishable from defeat.